information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to the Mary Goulet Show, cultivating a rich interior. Now, here's Mary.
Welcome to the program. So I'm going to be talking about my signature stuff, Go With Your Gut, because you got to start there to get where you want to be in life. Because how many decisions do we make a day? 35,000 or even more. And if we don't understand how we're making our decisions, we're going to make good ones and a lot of times not good ones. And when we're trying to make a decision, we usually want to turn to other people to get their opinions. And that can, be a perspective, which is helpful, but it's not what I would say is a confident default. So let me start from the beginning if you're not familiar with it. Go With Your Gut is a decision-making process that's really simple to understand, but typically you need reinforcement to really get it. And the reason why is let me back up. We make decisions from our ego, our emotions, or our basic gut instinct. And we have a default that we just our go-to if we're not really I can't say thinking about it. The decisions from our gut that are pretty much guaranteed are the ones that are in the spur of the moment, maybe a crisis, and you're just like, you don't have time to think, you don't have time to process the whole scenario, you just act on your instinct. But that's not every day. That's not how it always works. So typically, a person is either an ego decision maker or an emotional decision maker. And the definition of those, ego is when you want to think things through, because the ego is fear-based, and it's going to be wanting to keep you safe. It's going to want to guard you in life. So if some opportunity comes up or a situation that you could be in a precarious place with it, your ego's going to step in and block it. Then the emotional one, we all know that. It's just you're emotional about how people think of you or what people are going to say about you, or how are they going to feel if you make a decision to do something or not to do something. And you're really concerned and sympathetic and compassionate, and you don't want to hurt someone. So the heart wants your ego, your emotions are with your heart, and it just wants you to feel good. And it wants everyone else around you to feel good. So if you can think back, are you more of a mental process decision maker, leaning towards your ego? Or are you more of an emotional decision maker? And if you can identify that, if you can admit that, you're 50%, if not more, ahead of the game. Because when you're more aware and conscious of choices that you can make every day, financially, maybe in a relationship, or any other opportunities that might come up or be presented to you, if you know, okay, my ego is going to want to control this, protect me, think things through, analyze, try to manipulate maybe the situation, circumstances, justify, rationalize. That's all ego tactics. So if you know that that's your default, that's kind of my default. I mean, I have a little bit of the emotional thing, but that's wearing off more so. I'm not as concerned about what people think about me. And I know if I go with my gut, the situation's all going to play out the way it should. And there comes a lot of trust. So that's why I'm saying the reinforcement gets you there. And the reinforcement is either go to my gowithyourgut.net and listen to some of my episodes that are posted there, or get a free copy of my book, Go With Your Gut. It's very short. It's very simple. It's just you got to remind yourself how to do this. And it works. So let me go on the opposite side of it working. How many times have you made a decision that you knew you should not have made, but you did it anyway? I.e., a decision with consequence and regret. I'm raising my hand. I've done it. Big ones. Some people walk down the aisle knowing it's not going to work. There you go. Listen to the sentence. I'm going to say it because I just heard myself. They walk down the aisle knowing. Not thinking like their ego, not feeling like their heart, but knowing like their gut. They knew walking down the aisle. So if you have anything in your conversation when you're making a decision that the word know, knowing, or you knew, that was your gut telling you, which is our GPS system in our soul trying to tell us, turn here. No, I want to go left. I don't want to go right. Turn here, turn right. Our gut is constantly guiding us. In fact, it's guiding us before our ego steps in or our emotions kick in. And I know that it's, okay, so it could be construed as, oh, that's a little woo-woo. It's not. It's just factual. It is what it is. Our ego is fear-based. Our emotions, our heart is emotion-based. And our gut is courage-based. And the reason we go with our ego is because we're afraid of something that we can do or can't do. Or we're putting ourselves out there and we're scared. That's all ego stuff. Where do you want to live? Do you want to live in a place of courage? Trusting yourself more than you trust anyone else? When you get to that place, it builds on itself. If you can acknowledge at least one time, I trust myself more than I trust someone else. And then you build on that and layer it so it's infallible to you. And I really believe the gut is infallible. Now, let's say it tells you to do something that you don't want to do, but you know you need to do it. Okay, that's life. Sometimes doing the right thing or not doing something because we know we shouldn't. Keep that word know, K-N-O-W, in your lexicon. You want to stay in a place of knowing. And in my book, I call that your gut knowingness. If you can tap into your own wisdom and gut knowingness, life is going to be so much easier. And you're going to be more intuitive about what's coming toward you and what's ready to be shed in your life. So my Go With Your Gut work is the foundation for cultivating a rich interior. And this is a way of life. It's a gentle, inspired, strong, courageous way of life. It's way better than being fear-based and way better than being emotionally, I don't want to say it, the word crippled comes to mind, but it's not that drastic, but emotionally hamstrung. How's that? Emotionally hamstrung that you're concerned so much about your exterior, how you look, how you're perceived, what people think of you, how you perform in the world, feeling inferior, insecure. That all gets kind of wiped out when you learn to trust yourself more than anyone else. For your life, for what works for you. We have to be our own sage. We have to be our own soulful guru. And it does work. And I have an episode I'm posting called Live in the Land of Something Tells Me. That's the crux of it. Something tells me I shouldn't go to this party tonight. Something tells me to call so-and-so. If you can live in the land of something tells you, life kind of lays itself out for you. It does all the heavy lifting. So in the next segment, I'm going to go ahead and drill down into the content of this process so you can, even grabbing one morsel that leads you to trust your gut more is going to help immensely. Not that we're all screwed up in making decisions, but man, some of them are so costly, and a bad decision can take years to reverse. Okay, stay with me on The Mary Goulet Show. Be right back.
Military, things can change in an instant. The Navy Mutual Aid Association, we understand because it's our life too. That's why our dedication to serving the life insurance needs of our military veterans and their families is unrivaled. Navy Mutual offers superior life insurance protection without military service restrictions and limitations. A single focus on providing the peace of mind military families are looking for. That's what we do. Navy Mutual, insuring those who serve. Call 800-628-6011 or go to NavyMutual.org.
Has your business been appified? Are you tired of doing marketing that doesn't deliver results? Mobile apps build loyalty and quality retention. Your app from UPG Mobile puts your business on their mind and at their fingertips. UPG Mobile will give you a custom app highlighting how you are unique, targeting your message, and improving your open rates. Appify your business and amplify your presence with your customers at upgmobilemarketinggroup.com.
One person has the power to change the world, impact millions of lives, and leave a legacy for lifetimes to come. That person is you. In the New York Times bestseller, What is Your What? Steve Olsher, award-winning author and founder of the Reinvention Workshop, reveals his proven process that has helped thousands of men and women discover, share, and monetize the one thing they were born to do. Grab your free copy now at www.whatisyourwhat.com/free. That's www.whatisyourwhat.com/free.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to VIN Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
I've been bragging about Progressive Medical Center to you guys for years, and I'm so excited to have Dr. Agoli with us because, Dr. Agoli, a lot of people walk through your doors, and some of their biggest problems are they're just fatigued, they're tired all the time, and even though they're dieting and exercising, they cannot get the weight off. Why is that?
It's a combination of poor metabolism, inappropriate eating, but more importantly, it's due to a lack of education and really doing the right testing. A lot of our patients are metabolically compromised. What does that mean? Their metabolism is not functioning. The metabolism is responsible for all physical and chemical processes processes necessary to sustain life, and that includes energy. And without cellular energy, your body is not going to be a burning machine. Let's get back and teach our listeners to be a fat-burning machine.
It's been a lot easier to maintain my weight since Progressive Medical Center started treating me with all-natural supplements, learning proper nutrition, and that can be you today. No more frustrations about being tired or overweight. So why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today through progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.